What is going on, everyone? Badger here. Make sure to like and sub, and let's get into this. Now, I want to frame this whole thing by many a time you've heard me say that these people, what do you mean these people? Well, in this case, these woke devs, be it Sweet Baby Inc. Consultant or just most modern devs, they are the actual factual racists, even though they call us all the ists and the isms. And believe people when they tell you who they are. And listen, this whole thing, they say it right out loud. Here we go. Marvel's Black Panther developer admits to discriminating against white people. And here we have Danny Lalanders, an associate narrative designer at Cliffhanger Games, who is, of course, working on Marvel's Black Panther, admitted to discriminating against white people while developing her own game, Validate. A little on the nose, but all right. During a presentation for the Game Devs of Color, i.e. anyone but white people, 2021, that was recently highlighted by Libs of TikTok, doing a service over there. Lalanders, in fact, let's not read what she said. Let's hear what she said.
Big team for indie games. But who is your team? Validate has a team of mostly all people of color. We have no white people on our team.
No white people. See, no inclusion standards there. Inclusion standards just mean no white people, so I guess they've met their standards.
I did that because I wanted to create a safe environment. And I know the best way for an environment to be safe is to be around people who are just like me.
Segregationists would be loving this. Remember back in the day, maybe you don't know this, but once upon a time that we had segregation, you had whites only drinking fountains in bathrooms and restaurants. This is she would love this. She would feel so safe.
And I'm not saying that white people in the industry are creating unsafe environments. I'm not saying that. That is not what I'm saying. I am saying that sometimes it is hard to work with white people because they think that something made it okay, but it was really a microaggression.
Yeah, I'll say it. And I'll use their language too. This is the most light-skinned, white-coated Valley Girl sounding chick ever. And by the way, microaggression meant there, Lalonda.
And no one wants to deal with that while they're trying to make a game that they love.
She almost said, nobody want to deal with white people shenanigans. I could hear it in her voice. She almost said it.
So, who is your team?
Let's see.
What does your team represent? Is your team all men? What does that represent about your game? If you're making a game about teenage girls, why is your team all men? Let's think about that a little. What is the goal for you and your team, and what do you want to achieve? How will you guys get to that finish line together?
Well, you certainly won't do it with any white people. Ironically, amidst the Sweet Baby Inc. controversy, Lalanda's called gamers racist. Writing on X, gamers have been really racist lately, and I'm trying to ignore it, but it's hard not to when I see it sometimes. Love to hear what she thinks is racist. Lalanda's, because segregation is clearly not what she thinks is racist. She's a proponent of it. Lalanda's added, just creating problems in the fucking irony here. Yeah, just creating problems in your head. I don't understand the outrage over video games, especially games they have no interest to play. In another series of posts on March 7th, she wrote, I just stopped taking y'all seriously when y'all started running around saying white people can experience racism because I did not suffer through for y'all to act like you weren't an ally to BLM 4 years later. Oh my God. Posting that tired ass screenshot of the Google definition of racism. I just don't care anymore. Yeah. Lalanda's would later admit to being a racist in a response to Riley Man 1080. Well, shout out Riley Man 1080, who wrote, ha 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 ha. So being appropriately called racist is tiresome, huh? You could try not being racist. Lalanda's responded, yeah, I'm racist. So what now? There you go. You won. You did the thing. Lalanda's later stated that if you believe you could be racist towards white people, that makes you racist. Oh, I'm racist then, because I believe you can be racist to anyone if you judge them based on their race. If you think that literally you can't be safe around white people, if you think you can't be safe around someone because of their skin color, you're racist. Sorry, Ryan. You are a little bit. Now, which Ryan am I talking to? I leave that to the comments section. Racism and prejudice are not the same thing. Racism is systematic. Wrong. While racism can be systematic, it is not always systematic. If you really, this gets into a whole genealogy thing, but yeah, you could be racist to people. Trust me, it's not just a power dynamic. White people are not systematically affected negatively by racism. Yeah, tell that to Polish people or something. Anyway, certain groups of white people throughout history have been affected by prejudice based on where they're from. Oh, Jesus Christ. I didn't imply anything. Yeah, okay. So that's her race hustling, trying to explain the difference. According to her LinkedIn profile, Lalanda's worked for Sweet Baby Inc. from October 2022 to May 2023. Well, boy, and a narrative designer at that, part-time, of course, but 8 months. 8 months. In an interview with Gaming Mag in 2020 of July, she also called the entire gaming industry racist. Black gamers are a very rare category because the gaming industry is so racist. Oh, or hot take, maybe black gamers, at least categorically and like percentage wise, only play a certain type of game for the most part. I don't know. Maybe we could look into the statistics on that one. It's really important for black gamers to get together and show support for one another, because it's hard out here when you want to enjoy things, but people are being blatantly super effing anti-black towards you. Okay, how? It's just hard to have fun when everything around you is hate. In your head, darling. Her views appear to be baked into Marvel's Black. Well, of course. The head cliffhanger, Kevin Stevens, told Marvel.com, it's an incredibly rare opportunity. By the way, plenty of black friends, throughout my life, all of them have gamed from Nintendo 64. I used to go over to my homie Kevin and Greg's house every morning before school. Shout out if you guys are still alive in elementary. We play Nintendo 64, Golden Eye, Star Fox. Now, black friends, all gamers that play all types. So I don't know what she's talking about. Maybe she means her version of like woke DEI black people. And yeah, I guess maybe they don't play your Candy Crush or whatever the fuck you're playing. Her views appear to be baked into Marvel's Black Panther. The head of Cliffhanger, Kevin Stevens, told Marvel.com, it's an incredibly rare opportunity to build a new team around the values of diversity, collaboration, and empowerment. Yeah, good luck making a good game with that. We want our game to enable players to feel what it's like to be worthy of the Black Panther mantle in unique story-driven ways, and we want Cliffhanger Games to empower everyone on our team. You know what? That's fine. That is, you should feel what it's like to be worthy of Black Panther and what it would be like to have an entire nation and all its people and all the generations before you looking up to you, and what the weight of that responsibility. That's right. You can do that without demonizing Whitey. I promise you can. And you could also explain maybe why Black Panther and the Wakandans just let all their fellow Africans be, genocided and sold off to other countries, sold off in between each other, and, just stood there and didn't do anything. Maybe. But something colonists, I'm sure. He also shared, we're dedicated to delivering the fans definitive and authentic Black Panther experience, giving them more agency and control over their narrative than they have ever experienced in a story-driven game. Wakanda is a rich superhero sandbox, and our mission is to develop an epic world for players who love Black Panther and want to explore the world of Wakanda as much as we do. And of course, Black Panther was created by 2 white men. It was, swear, not a joke, not being hyperbolic. 2 whiteys made it. Hi, you're welcome for Black Panther. Enjoy the representation. Cliffhanger Games is owned by Electronic Arts. Well, that makes sense, of course. One of the largest video game publishers and developers. And consistently disappointing. So what do you make of Lalanda's admitting to discriminating against white people? I think she thinks it's just dandy. And like she says, she doesn't even think it's possible to be racist to white people. Spoiler, if you think it's not possible to be racist to white people, you are, in fact, a racist. So congratulations, you played yourself. Let me know what you think of this. Race Hustle's going to race hustler. Here we go. Again, it's always the light-skinned, the least oppression-facing, white-sounding ones that claim oppression from white people. If we closed your eyes, we wouldn't be able to tell the difference between me and Karen ordering a milk soy latte. Be sure to like, share, and sub if you've done that. Thank you. If you're gonna do that, thank you. And Lalonda and I will see you on the next one.
Well, bye.